How y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get some for you and them little babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, click around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link is down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $sign, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth. What is going on out here in these streets? Today is June the 19th, the holiday, the special day, it's a national day, I think. 2025, June 19th, 2025. Yeah. Oh God. What y'all gonna do today? What is y'all gonna do today on this wonderful holiday? Shout out to Jermaine for the $1 cash app. Save for the midday support. Appreciate that right there. Y'all know that they're not sending us. They rarely are sending out notifications. So I need you good people to go ahead on and get the numbers up. We try to hit 100 by 12 because yesterday we did it by 12. By 12, we trying to get 100 by hit 100 by 12. I need it. I want it. I have to have it. Man, a whole nother day out here in the street. It's Thursday. It is Thursday. Say the 718 Jamaica Queens up in the building. What to do? Say the 281 H-Town is up in this thing. Say Thursday. Say the 817 Texas is here for the midday madness. What it do? New York City is in the building. Come on in, sit yourselves right over there. Y'all hit that share button too, man. Oh, jeez. Y'all go ahead on and hit that share button. Not be afraid to hit the share button. Go ahead on and just pull this thing up real quick. What am I looking at? Got that right there. Juneteenth is official. National Independence Day. I didn't know there was that. Officially Juneteenth, National Independence Day. National Independence Day is a federal holiday in the United States of America. It is celebrated annually on June 19th to commemorate the ending of slavery in the United States. I know y'all got y'all grills up, y'all got your rib seasoned up and all that fly. So, but it's Thursday though. If you ain't off work, you really ain't celebrating it, is it? For real though. You say that you're getting commercials already. Shout out to YouTube. Bam, y'all. We had 67 with the thumbs up. I know that we can do 100 real quick. You said we got a domestic love story. You already know it. According to the title. That's what we're finna go ahead on and talk about. You say who taking tomorrow off too? Listen. Be careful with the days that y'all take off, especially if y'all ain't got no PTO. Y'all ain't got no PTO, boy. The next little check's gonna be, that thing gonna be ugly if you take off today and tomorrow, or just tomorrow. You need you some PTO. Don't be taking off and you don't get paid to take off. Stop it. The 334 to Gun Monkey Town is up in this thing. What it do? Say the Bronx, New York is in the bit. Say what poppin' past that Lake of these 30 minutes of fire. Nebraska is up in the building. What's happening? Tennessee is up in this thing. You say it's Juneteenth. Say it's Juneteenth. You say Willie walk away from the grill and come on around here. I got that pork out there. That pork outside, you're gonna take about 10 hours. You know what I'm saying? You said that you took off every day. Everybody took off tomorrow already. Okay. I hope that y'all people who taking off got that PTO though. You know what I'm saying? Bills is due in about like a week and a half. Bills is due because it's 7 days. So in about a good week and a half, bills is due. It's gonna be like the first of the month. Is it me or is the year going by fast? Is it me or is the year going by fast? I have no idea. I'm the oh. We screaming everywhere. Right at this moment, we screaming everywhere. Everywhere, y'all know how we got the word things out here in these streets. We trying to not be shadowed, and the B word. I don't want to put that there in the algorithm, but yeah. We trying to get some favor. We trying to get some favor over here in the YT streets. We're trying to get some grace. We're trying to get some grace from YT out here in these street, man. Shot Town is up in the building. What it do? What it do? Y'all, we at 79, but y'all looking pretty good. Looking pretty good real early. It's 9 after the hour, though. It's 9 after the hour. I think that we can go on and hit this 100 before 12. It's 3 more minutes. What can we do in 3 more minutes? What can you good folk do in 3 more minutes? Help a player out. Help a player out. Bam. Now, what did I want to go on and look on that? All right. Okay. The meaning and the celebration. How do y'all celebrate holidays, though? Now, I just thought about this right here. How other than drinking, barbecuing, playing cards and dominoes and shit like that, how do you celebrate it, though? What do? Do like you talk about slavery or something like that? Shout out to Phyllis for the $1 cash app. Say, hey, Miss Shirley, praying everything is well. Love you, Willie. Love you back. I appreciate that right there. Calling Miss Shirley. Miss Shirley, where you at? Reach out to us. Let us know that everything is all right. Let us know everything is all right. Yes. How do we celebrate? How do y'all celebrate any holidays other than barbecuing, drinking, essential product, playing spades and dominoes, shit like that? Like, what do you do? Like, do we talk are we supposed to talk about slavery and stuff like that, and the things that happen year for year, and call out certain people's names or something like that right there? Is that what we supposed to be doing? I don't know. I guess it's just to commemorate and like memorate. Hold on. Commemorate definition. Commemorate, recall, or show respect for someone or something. So we can recall slavery. Oh, all right. So we can commemorate slavery. We can recall that we was enslaved. That's all you got to do? Huh? Say it's so stupid. I forgot hunching. Hunching and smoking on them essential products out here on the good little holiday, though. Because, we supposed to be celebrating and stuff like that right there. But for the most part, because the country don't shut down, you still got to go to work. You still got to tend to your children. Hell, school out. You got to tend to these children, too. Oh, God. When are we going to do? Ooh, but next month, the 4th of July, though. Should we be like walking around with like flags and stuff like that right there? Because it's the end of slavery in the great United States of America. We got 88 likes and it's 12 after the hour. We should be at 100 by now. What is the big problem? Why we can't be over 100? It's 12. We're just trying to do better. You say you educate the youth and share a story with an elder. Pray, pass the wisdom around. All right. So see, we learning. We is learning. This is how you celebrate and commemorate a holiday. That's right. Y'all, we at 89. We at 89 and 13 past the hour. Come on, we at 90. Can we do 10 more? Dig deep. Dig deep in your pocket to put in. Dig deep in your pocket to put in the play. Come on now. We almost at our goal. Just trying to reach 100 so we can go on and get the party started. Like I had done said, we is screaming everywhere. The links is down in the descriptions if you want to know where everywhere at. Links is in the description. I got to do certain things, certain ways. I'm trying something different. You say, ain't been around here in a minute, Willie. HVAC. You say you're doing that HVAC work? but you still share. I appreciate that right there, man. Y'all get your share on. Get your share on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No matter where you at watching the player right now, I need your thumbs ups and I need your shares. I need your shares and your thumbs ups. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Y'all, we need to go ahead and get the party started. Listen. We got Cash App, PayPal, Super Chat, Patreon, share button, join button, subscribe button, pleasant candles, and more screaming on all platforms. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, and if y'all did not know, Pleasant Candles. Look. It's going around in circles. Pleasant Candles. Going around there. PleasantCandles.com. It's the biggest, the hugest, the largest candle company in the world. Great Jesus, that smells so good out here in these streets. We have multiple fragrances. Do not be afraid. And I done tried some. I got some new designs on the sites for my labels and stuff like that right there. Y'all going around the Pleasant Candles and get y'all today and get them shipped out to y'all today. I can hear. What time it is? Oh, I can ship them out today. I can ship them out today before the store close. Before the store close. Go ahead on and get that there. I see y'all just going on around. They give y'all a pat on the back. Y'all done made over 100 by 13 after the hour. That's what I'm talking about. I got to write down 13. 13. So, damn it, I think, well, maybe YT may be holding back them numbers. YT may be holding back them numbers. If y'all new around here, subscribe. We're finna go ahead on and get into some news. We got a lot of stuff too. We have a lot of stuff. I think I have like a few updates or something like that right there. We got people still being detained out here. All that goddamn marching. Didn't I have done told y'all? I told y'all. Y'all was outside on this weekend. Y'all was like No King's Day and all that stuff. They say like hundreds of thousands of people were outside marching and being in solidarity of the people who is illegal being deported and all that fly stuff right there. And I had done told y'all because they was out there talking slick. Look at all these people out here who is representing all that fly stuff. And but I had done told y'all. It did nothing. It did nothing. Listen, shout out to Angela for the $10 Cash App. Say a little something for Juneteenth. I appreciate that right there. For real though. Hold on, let me get that right there. Pop that back right now. Yeah. I had done told y'all did all that messing up the bottom of your shoes. All that little walking. Which the walking was actually good for all the people who was out there walking, because walking is exercise and walking can assist you in losing weight. So it was a good thing that y'all went outside, get a little sun in your life, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all stay in air conditioning too much, and then you're not getting your vitamin C's, B's, and Z's, or whatever that you get from the sun that they say that is best to get from the sun that you can't get from, pills and stuff like that right there. So anyway, it was that was like the real benefit. Now that I just thought about it, it was an exercise. Y'all was marching, exercising. That was an exercise. Got y'all body and your blood work flowing and stuff, and y'all was able to talk to people face to face. That is another plus. So when you really think about it, it did benefit. It did benefit. It benefited your health, and it benefited y'all's communication skills, face-to-face communication skills. There is a difference in face-to-face than on your phone texting and all that fly stuff right there. So those was the only two benefits. It did not stop not now law enforcement agent or agency from handcuffing and putting y'all in the back of these doggone vans out here in these doggone streets. We got to get on from around here. We still got to get them on from around here. Damn it, we going around here to South Florida. Going to South Florida, my state, stay in your ground state, speak to the home state. Please don't run up. We in Fifth Eye Life State. We got a husband. A woman's husband has been detained, arrested by ICE. Here we go. Look.
A local woman says she is desperate. Her husband was detained and arrested after showing up at a federal court hearing.
She started recording what happened, and now she's sitting down with CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor. He is live tonight in Southwest Miami-Dade with her story.
Then I told y'all, I think it's something about the summer, because on all of these news ladies, they have on fitted dresses. I said that like a few days ago, right? Just pay attention to all of the ladies. They have on fitted dresses.
Yvonne?
And her husband came from Cuba 3 years ago, Naja and Lauren. So on Monday, her biggest fear became a reality. This man's attorney also shared with me that when she saw in court civilians, actually individuals dressed as civilians with their face covered, she knew the outcome could be terrible.
¡Injusticia! ¡Es esto injusto!
While Didi Espinosa was being handcuffed by ICE agents in the hallway of federal court in Miami, his wife was yelling, quote, "This is unfair. It's not fair."
Como quiera. Mira.
Porque ellos enseguida se te tiran arriba.
As they see you come out of court, these men immediately run to detain you. Daisy Salvador told me, a U.S. citizen married to 44-year-old Espinosa born in Cuba. The couple met 2 years ago. This month, they got married.
I thought that when you get married that you can become a citizen. Didn't we discuss that once upon a time? But hold on.
44-year-old Espinosa born in Cuba. The couple met 2 years ago. This month, they got married.
They met 2 years ago this month, and they got married this month.
They had to wait for his divorce to be approved. On Monday afternoon, he was detained.
Oh, wait a minute. Because I just said I thought that you can get married and now you become a citizen, right? Did y'all hear that little lad P? So they met about 2 years ago, and this month they had done got married. But
Espinosa born in Cuba. The couple met 2 years ago. This month, they got married. They had to wait for his divorce to be approved. On Monday afternoon, he was detained.
So you know you can't get married if you married. How did they get married, but they got to wait on his divorce? But I'm pretty sure that he wasn't, or he didn't get married in the United States because he's fresh out of Cuba. He's fresh from Cuba. So is they married or is they not married? See, it's kind of like, I don't know if the bigamy law would work in this situation because he never got married in the great United States of America. Now, I don't know if they are saying if you marry anywhere in the world that you can't get married in the United States to somebody else. I don't know. But I know that you can't get married multiple times in the great United States of America and it be legal. You say that divorce came too late, pimp. There it is. So in my mind, what if they just got married because of Trump been pushing this you got to go home type stuff? I do believe that that's probably why they went on ahead and got married. You say marriage is a marriage? Really? But I don't know. So if you is from another country, but you're married, you saying that it's illegal to now get married in the United States? Does our bigamy law work like that? Y'all got to educate me. Marriage license recognized all over, so it's still bigamy. Okay, so you can't get married in one country and then get married in another country. That's what y'all telling me.
An immigrant that he came into the United States in May of 2022. He came through the southern border to request political asylum.
Laura,
so he came in the border. He came in the right way and requested for political asylum. Got it.
This is the immigration attorney who represented Espinosa in court. She says her client was one of the thousands of Cubans who received an I-220A status when entering the United States. According to federal law, they cannot apply for Cuban Adjustment Act, which allows them to become a resident quickly because...
a resident quickly. You can't become a resident quickly.
Their entry to the country is considered illegal.
I thought he came through the southern border. This is confusing. So they can't request a 9220 or a 920 form or something like that right there because it's illegal. But I thought he came through legally. Let's do it again.
Who represented Espinosa in court. She says her client was one of the thousands of Cubans who received an I-220A status when entering the United States. According to federal law, they cannot apply for Cuban Adjustment Act, which allows them to become a resident quickly, because their entry to the country is considered illegal.
So the way that they came in is considered illegal. All right, go ahead.
By September of 2022.
Well, that's why he being deported.
Being diligent in his case, he submitted his asylum application.
She told me the prosecutor said The federal government is dismissing the case. And what does moving to dismiss a case means?
Yeah.
Since the asylum is filed with the immigration court, which is the one that has jurisdiction over the case at the moment, if they dismiss the case, there's no asylum.
Jimenez filed an appeal of the judge's decision. She explained to Espinosa's wife that while the case is pending, he should not be deported.
A todos los congresistas, a María Elvira Salazar, a Díaz Valar.
So she ended up saying that her message is for the Cuban-American legislators, María Elvira Salazar, Mario Diaz-Balart, and others, telling them, please comply with the promises that you've made. My husband is a law-abiding citizen. So Espinosa is...
Your husband is not a law-abiding citizen. Listen to the words. You say that's not fair because they didn't even give the marriage time to mature, right? say, or are they going to be the fact that he is already married? He's what? I don't think that this has anything to do with their marriage. I think that this has to do with they wasn't able to receive or they was labeled 9220A. They couldn't, well, the forms and stuff like that right there, they couldn't go ahead on and get that because it was illegal for how they came in the building. I don't think that this had nothing to do with their marriage. I just think it has something to do with came in the country illegally. That's it.
Currently held at a detention center in Pompano Beach.
Say illegal is illegal.
We are live in Southwest Miami-Dade. Yvonne Taylor, CBS News.
So let me go ahead on and ask this question. Can you be married in another country and get married in the United States legally? Yes, it's possible to be legally married in another country and have the marriage recognized in the United States, provide the marriage was valid in the country where it took place and it meets certain. That's not what I asked y'all. All right, hold on. Can you be legally married in another country and legally get married in the United States? Yes, it's possible to be legal in another country. So they're not answering my question. Hold on. If a marriage is legally performed in a foreign country, it is generally recognized as valid in the United States, assuming the foreign marriage complies with the laws of the country. There isn't a national registry of marriages in the U.S., but states recognize marriages performed in another country and states, but it's not answering the question that I asked. My AI la and I am hurt. I'm hurt, but okay. You say, of course, married couples come here all the time, and they would not automatically be considered not married anymore. Yeah. See. So in my mind, I am not even because I don't know how bigamy laws work, but I guess you can't get married. Yeah. It probably should fall under bigamy. Y'all is right. It should fall under bigamy because we recognize you being married somewhere else and we don't allow the double married thing. So since we don't allow the double married thing, then it should fall under bigamy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They wouldn't answer my question. Can you be married in one country and get married in another country? Yeah. They ain't. But so we're just gonna be under the assumption until we get until we get concrete information. We're just gonna be under the assumption because the great United States does not allow you to be married twice. Just saying, but we will recognize your country and you getting married. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much hold. If y'all just not coming on in, we screaming everywhere. Can't do it without you good people. Now, somebody had done spoke about this here yesterday and asked me, did I see it? About the teenager who floated for a long time and saved her own life. I thought that it was a boy, but it was a girl. It was a girl. They say that a teen she was thrown from a bridge, shares her remarkable survival story. She was thrown from a bridge in the water, and damn it, she went in the water, and she had to do this thing called float. But there's something else to this story. Something else happened. Here we go.
Calm and remembered how to. Well, she remained calm and remembered how to float, just like her grandmother taught her years ago. When her father jumped in to rescue her, she ended up saving him by showing him how to remain calm and float.
That's what's up. It's all about being calm, y'all. All about being calm. Calm your nerves.
This is my dad's car. This is the bridge. I'm standing here. Her car comes and hit the back of my dad's truck, and I'm smashed. My dad's car bounces off of me, and I'm smashed, and then I go over like this.
Battered, bruised, and awaiting her 5th surgery on her broken pelvis. Kirsten Fenwick tells 11 News a remarkable story of survival. On Memorial Day weekend, Kirsten went fishing from a Hanover Street bridge with her dad, younger brother, and sister. Around 4 p.m., she spotted a Chevy Trailblazer swerving all over the road directly towards them. As the driver plowed into her dad's car, Kirsten closed her eyes and in a split second found herself in the Patapsco River.
It's like those scary movies. I swam up like this, and I swam up again because I was deep in the water. And I couldn't feel my legs, so I had to float. At first, I panicked, and when I panicked, I realized I went under the water. So in my mind, I'm telling myself, don't panic.
Kirsten's dad jumped in to save her, but when he tried to pull her to shore, they both sank.
I kept screaming,
We'll
float.
talk about a daddy. A daddy don't what daddy was just, damn it. Some about us men, we don't care about life when we're trying to save something else. Go ahead.
Just float, float, float. I couldn't teach him how to float physically, so what he was doing was just looking at what I was doing.
She saw her dad go under and thought he drowned.
The waves are like over my ears, the water's over my ears, and the waves are pushing me farther away from him, and the water's over my ears like this. So I couldn't really hear, but I heard him scream. So now my heart is like, okay, he's alive. But then I heard him scream to other people and say, get her, not me. In my mind, I'm like, no, they need to get you because you're panicking a lot and you're basically drowning.
You see what she said? She noticed that he's panicking and he's basically drowning. As he's struggling to float and stay alive, he said, don't save me, save her. Do y'all see how much we be willing to die? Bitch, we be willing to die to save someone else. Yeah, that's the difference between men and women. It's just we just do, you know. But go ahead.
According to
not all. The majority. Go ahead.
Police, the Chevy belongs to a Maryland driver with Virginia tags. The family says police told them the driver didn't have insurance and the SUV had a broken axle. But police wouldn't confirm that to 11 News Investigates. As previously reported by 11 News Investigates in Maryland, vehicles must be titled, registered, and insured within 60 days of moving here. But Virginia allows non-residents to register, unlike surrounding states. According to Baltimore police, the driver was not arrested, but they did issue several citations.
It's not enough because damage has happened to Kirsten that's going to be lifetime.
Flip thing over, reel the string in until it feels a little tight.
Meanwhile, Kirsten is writing a book about her experiences and counting her blessings.
I'm just sitting there for a long time, asking God to keep me alive and just keep floating and keep floating and keep floating. And eventually someone grabbed me.
Sadly, during the rescue, someone stole items out of her father's truck, like a cooler and fishing gear. Kirsten says she's glad that the tragedy happened to her and not her younger sister. As she set up a GoFundMe account to help pay medical bills. You can find a link to that at GoFundMe by logging on to the...
You mean to tell me these fools done stole the cooler and the fishing poles? Yeah, y'all don't give a hoot. Y'all don't give a hoot about nobody. Shout out to Weedy504 for the $5 super chat. He said, yes, it is possible to be legally married in 2 different countries, but it depends on the laws each country, whether they recognize polygamous marriages. Oh, okay. Bam. Appreciate that information. Bam. Look. They stole. How do you pull up to a crash? How do you pull up to a crash to where a lot is going on? You still a cooler though? The cooler and the poles. So they stole that, in my mind, they stole the bait. They stole the sodas and shit, because it'd be hot outside. The sodas and the water and all that. It got to be okay. Did they steal? Well, hell yeah. If they stole the cooler, they stole the fish that was in the cooler if they already had fish inside the cooler. That's really low down, though. This boy, we don't get, again, we don't care. We don't care. I guess you not gonna need it if you was in an accident. If you done flew over, your daddy done jumped over. Well, it ain't nobody here that's gonna need this doggone cooler. That's probably how that person was looking at it, for real though. But if y'all would like to help out the family, help a brave teen heal from severe injuries. Now, the car ran into her pelvis. The car ran and hit her pelvis, and that's why she's going through all of these surgeries. So typically when you get smush in your pelvis area, you tend to need a wheelchair. She may not ever walk again, So they asked for $5,000. I don't know why y'all ain't asking more than that, but she got $815 so far. Got to be more careful. It's kind of short. That's what's up. You say on the afternoon of Monday, May the 27th, say a peaceful day of fishing turned into a life-altering moment for a courageous Baltimore teenager. While enjoying time on Hanover Street Bridge, she and her family were caught in a sudden and terrifying accident when a car struck a parked car, knocking her off the bridge and into the water below. In an act of quick bravery, her father jumped into why am I reading like that? Her father jumped in after her, and with the help of bystanders, they were both pulled from the water and rushed to the hospital. While we are beyond grateful that both are alive, the teenager suffered serious injuries and is now facing long and painful road to recovery. How you can help? This GoFundMe has been created to support the teenager and her family as they navigate the physical, emotional, and financial challenges ahead. Your donation will help cover medical bills and ongoing treatment, therapy, and rehabilitation costs, time away from work for her caregivers, basic family needs during this difficult period. Every contribution, no matter how small, brings hope and healing. Her courage inspires us in the face of unexpected tragedy. This young woman has shown incredible resilience. Let's show her and her family that the Baltimore community and beyond stand with her. Please donate, share, and keep this brave teen and her family in your thoughts and prayers. Thank you for your support. That's what's up, because she is brave. She is very, very brave. Somebody said in the comments that she's so intelligent. Notice that. Now, this is what intelligence is. When she went to panicking, she realized that she went to drowning. She went to going back under. Her brain said, stop. Panicking. That's real intelligence. Because listen, if y'all have not seen people trying to fight for their life and trying to stay afloat and not drown, to where those people, they just constantly panic and nothing in their mind say stop. Or maybe something in their mind does say stop, but then they don't listen. To save your life, you must stop panicking when you is in water. Because the more you doing all this shit right here, you're going underwater. You know, so that's some real intelligence. So shout out Al for thinking it through and listen, her grandma taught her how to float. Her grandma taught her how to float some years ago. So it also goes back to we have to teach our children about the water. I just don't understand why y'all just put up $5,000. Or is medical expenses really, really cheap in Baltimore? Huh? Because I know in Florida, 5,000, that's like for the sheets. 5,000 for the sheets and like a pillow or something like that right there. That ain't need much the medication yet. You know what I'm saying? Move right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. They need to move this up to like $250 or something like that right there. Yeah. You say maybe $5K is just their out of pocket after the insurance paid. No, because listen, this just happened. They ain't got no bill yet. They ain't got no bill because she's still in the hospital. Oh, you don't get a bill until you outside. And or unless I think if you have been in the hospital for more than 30 days. But typically you don't get no bill until you home. So you don't cut up in the people's hospital. They're really, really smart though. Bam! We got a little update. We was asking questions. And they may have heard us. Y'all gonna like this one. I do believe that y'all gonna like this one. Now, this one, I haven't played this to myself. So I really don't even know what they is about to say. But because I read the title, I say, well, I can wait until I watch it with you good people. A teenager was killed by the grown man. Remember, I think she was 14 or something like that right there, and they caught her on camera getting inside of the man's car who was on trial now, or who was in court now, and she was labeled a runaway. She was adopted too. Remember that right there? Well, this teen's accuser, the question was, well, why would he have killed her? And like you good people were saying, maybe she was pregnant. Or maybe she said, I'm going to tell that we done had some sex or something like that, and you know that I'm a minor. Well, we got some more information. They said that the killer feared that she gave him a disease that he spread to his wife. I'm going to read it how they wrote it. The teen's accused killer feared she gave him a disease he spread to his wife. So he was married, or he is married. So they're saying that he spread to his wife. So this ain't the first time that they've been sexual. Just according to the title. Now let's see what they got to say out here in these streets. Here we go.
First at 5, the trial of a man accused of killing a 14-year-old girl got off to an explosive start as prosecutors revealed the motive. Alexia Alexander was killed 3 years ago, and prosecutors have charged Ronnie Walker with capital murder. But the defense says he is not the man they should be looking at. Fox 13's Evan Axelbank is live at the Hillsborough County Courthouse to unpack opening statements today. Evan, what they have to say?
Remember, they also said that only the attorneys knew the motive. Remember that right there? And I was like, well, that's kind of strange. Well, why they won't tell us? That's because the trial has started. Here we go.
Well, prosecutors say that Walker was mad that his relationship with Alexia had been exposed. The defense says that police bullied an accomplice into lying about who pulled the trigger.
Now, Alexia Alexander.
Maybe the only central fact not in dispute in this courtroom is that Alexia Alexander was too young for any of this.
14-year-old Alexia Alexander had run away from home. It wasn't her first time running away from home. She'd been struggling.
Her mother had to listen to and see some of the gory details from the early morning of May 6th of 2022, when her daughter Alexia was found shot 6 times, at least once in the head. Prosecutors believe Walker was mad he had contracted something from her in their relationship and that he'd given it to his actual girlfriend.
They was in a relationship. Go ahead.
That gun was within 12 inches of her face. Intentional, premeditated.
Prosecutors say they'll be calling a witness who will testify that Walker admitted to shooting her after blaming someone else, that he lied to investigators, and that he tried to clean the blood from his car. In their opening statement, defense attorneys are pouncing on the credibility of those witnesses.
He had been in jail, bonded out, committed more crimes, bonded out, and he was about to have his bond revoked. He was about to be in a situation where he would have to go back to jail.
Defense attorneys say it was the other person in the car that night, Robert Creed, who killed Alexia, insisting that only Creed had been communicating with her in the days before the shooting. They also insist the DNA evidence of blood is not conclusive and that Creed's critical statements to detectives that Walker shot Alexia only came because the detectives badgered him.
If Ronnie Walker just shot and killed her in the car because he was mad at her, just tell me that. And then, and only then, you will hear that Robert Creed, for the first time, changes his story and says, that's exactly what happened. And from there on out, Robert Creed mimics, repeats what the detective had told him.
This trial is expected to take many days, Haley. They just wrapped up testimony for today. The trial is going to feature testimony from Robert Creed, who has pleaded guilty to accessory after the fact. What he says about what he saw that night in that car could play a critical role in whether Ronnie Walker does indeed get convicted and face the death penalty. Back to you.
All right, Evan Axelbank.
So she gave him a little something. That 14-year-old had done contracted a little something out here in these streets. Yeah. I pointed out yesterday, remember with the STD things when I asked my AI la about STDs, and they said from 14 to 49 was the ones who it was a high number. Well, the numbers is high within those ages of 14 to 49. I just said that, didn't it? So it was about that. So at least you wasn't pregnant. Well, it really don't matter because you're still dead. But yeah. He had a whole relationship with the 14-year-old, and she was okay with it. You know what I'm saying? But that is really, really beneath the age of consent. We all know that this was illegal, but she did make her own decisions. Can we just agree to that? She made her own decisions, and her own decisions got her killed. Because remember, she didn't get killed before the STD transformation happened, or the transferred. The STD was transferred to him, which then he transferred it to his little Lala. Yeah. Before that happens, everything was okay. So if she did have the STD, she got the STD from somebody else. See, decisions. I don't care how old you is. Decisions play a major role in our life out here in these streets. She decided to lay down with somebody else. If she did get it, or if she was the one who had and gave it to him, then she laid down with somebody else and she contracted it from somebody else. So she had to smash somebody else while smashing him also in a relationship. Y'all got to possibly start wearing them hats in relationships. And I know what y'all thinking. Well, she young. She ain't got nothing. Y'all play too much. A monkey is a monkey is a monkey. A meat is a meat is a meat. I'm trying to help. So that right there was an update, because I was wondering, like, why would, if he did it, why would he knock off? What did she do? And that's what they say she had done did. And now he done pass it on to his wife. It's hard to explain some shit, boy. When you pass that little STD, boy, it's hard to explain. It's easy to get. It's hard to explain where you got it from. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, move right along. I ain't gonna eat much on you. We 48 after the hour. We 48 after the hour. Y'all come on in. Y'all come on in and hit that thumbs up button. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. We have another update, but I'm not going to do that update. First, we're going to go on to the main. Let's go on and get this ICE agent thing off of my screen. Get Buddy. Okay, we're going to do. Oh, that was 3 days ago. All right, bam. This one under investigation. I'm missing something. Something is in my way. Something is in my way. I'm trying to figure it out. Go around here. Let me. Okay, bam. I need that one. And then this one is. So then this one here is. Then what is this? Then why is that not showing like that? Something's messing up. Something is messing me up. So what I'm going to do, let's go ahead on and just do something else real quick because I got to come back to something. I just had it up here. Let's move this out the way. Let's get this out the way. Little mama there dead. So she out of here. Okay, bam, 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 bam. How many likes do we have? How many likes we got? We got 168 likes, y'all. Can we get these likes over 200? Can we get the likes over 200? I'm trying to get myself together. I know I just had this doggone thing and now it's not showing. This is stupid because I need that to go with that to make that and that right there happen. Bam, 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 bam. Hold on, swap. All right, bam. So I can leave that right there and then I can play it through here. I got it. Got it. So that's shooting in the 3-minute ones. Okay, bam. Let's go ahead and get into this right here. A man done killed his girlfriend. A man done killed his girlfriend and not just killed his girlfriend, but went on head on and sent the pictures to the family members so they can see and he can have receipts. He had receipts on knocking off the family member. And I would just say to all of you people who will decide to knock off your significant other, let's try not to send the pics because they could say that that's like exploitation or something like that, like of a corpse or something like that, right? Can't it? Is that even a charge? The exploitation of a corpse. It could be. It could be a charge. Let me go ahead and put that up on the screen for you real quick. Suspects. Shooting suspect sent family members photos of his dead girlfriend. We finna hear from the sister. Here we go.
2 overnight shootings that have a lot of you talking today. Houston police say a man killed his girlfriend, then shared photos of her body with her family members.
This happened at an apartment complex in the 7300 block of McHenry Street. That's near Telephone Road. Jason Miles is there live after talking to the woman's family. Jason?
Hey there, guys. Yeah, this is where police say the suspect shot a man before fatally shooting his own girlfriend about an hour later. The most disturbing part of all this, that he supposedly sent graphic photos to her family members.
So he shot another man before he shot his girlfriend.
Remnants of crime scene tape remain at this apartment complex where police say a suspect shot 2 people overnight, including his girlfriend. This neighbor heard 5 gunshots, which startled her family. We're told the first victim, a man, ran to a nearby restaurant for help before the same gunman allegedly shot and killed his own longtime girlfriend, then sent photos of her body to family members.
He reached out to his sister to let his sister know what he'd done.
Shatina Thompson identified the victim as her sister, Lizette King.
Very free-spirited, happy.
She told us the suspect's sister said he was going after King's family next.
So at that point, that's when we got in motion to get my parents out of their home because he knows where they live.
Police searched multiple locations before arresting the suspect in the Willowbrook area, some 30 miles away from this original scene.
Unfortunately, the suspect, as of this point, it seems like he had some mental health issues. And according to some of the information we've been gathering, may not have been on his medication.
Thompson described her sister's relationship with the suspect as volatile and one they had hoped she could have escaped.
But unfortunately, this is where we are now.
And I just got a call back from an HPD spokesperson. He says this suspect is 48 years old, facing multiple charges this evening, but HPD has yet to confirm his identity, though we have heard several names or a name here on the scene today. Police say they had no previous calls for service at the couple's apartment. Reporting live on the southeast side, Jason Miles, KHOU 11 News.
So the police was never called. Police was never called to their residence. It's a volatile. I was like, well, what the hell is volatile then? Of a substance easily evaporated at normal temperature. So that's the first definition. Liable to change rapidly and unpredictably, especially for the worst. Oh, volatile. It could change and really, really get bad. I got it. Go
Such
ahead.
troubling accusations. Jason Miles with a difficult story. And we want to remind you, if you or someone you love is in a dangerous relationship, the National Domestic Violence...
In a dangerous relationship. Well, if there is a domestic love relationship, that's something that we really, really love.
It's hotline has someone...
It's a hotline, and this is typically for women. This is because y'all be needing all the help that y'all can get out here in these streets. National DV hotline. Take a picture of it. Take a mental photograph. Because I do know that y'all is in these domestic love relationships that you love so doggone much. But you can't say that we ain't trying to help. We ain't trying to help, which I want y'all to stay. I want y'all to stay in these relationships and work through them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to G for the $2 super chat. Say, well, at least she expired by who she loved. I'm saying though, listen, what if we supposed to be removed from earth by our significant others? Some of us supposed to be removed from earth by our significant others, in my opinion. In my opinion, you can't tell me that. You can't tell me that I'm wrong because you don't know either, though. They say that only God can take life, so it was already planned, right? Our end date is planned out here in these streets. Am I right? Or isn't that what's been said? That our end dates is planned. We just don't know when, you know? So it was meant to happen like this. So all of you ladies who is going to be removed from earth in the future by your significant other, it was supposed to happen that way. Anyway, here we got the second one. Let's see. Let's listen to some more.
Been arrested after police say he shot and killed his girlfriend inside of a Houston apartment late last night and then sent disturbing photos of her body to family members. That is when the family called police to a home on McHenry Street in the Gulf Crest community in Southeast Houston. HPD SWAT found Lizette King inside, dead from a gunshot wound. Police caught up with the suspect, Michael Ellis, 25 miles away at Willowbrook Mall. KPRC2's Devin Clark spoke with the victim's family. He's live right now outside the Harris County Jail with their message. Devin?
Do y'all understand? We still don't know why. We don't know why he knocked out Hilalala. But it did say that he also shot another man. He shot a man first and then shot Hilalala. Little girlfriend out there in the street. I wonder why, just wondering.
Danny, it was a violent and bizarre sequence of events that landed Michael Dwayne Ellis, said to be a habitual domestic abuser, behind bars. But one of his victims' family members tell me that even the Harris County Jail is too good for him.
We're hurting behind someone who can't control their emotions. So it's very, very devastating.
45-year-old mother of two, Lizette King's family is reeling with grief. King's boyfriend, 48-year-old Michael Dwayne Ellis.
Michael Dwayne, listen, and shout out for having a reel. I think she just had a low cut or something like that right there. Shout out to G for the $2 super chat. They say, was her mouth and ears open when they went in there?
Accused of shooting King to death at their apartment on McHenry Street late last night.
I'm literally like numb right now. It's like I don't even know which emotion to actually hold on to.
I'm furious.
She got some good skin though. Like she got some good skin. She ain't got no makeup. Her skin good. She ain't got all them little bumps and all the blackheads shit all in her face. Go ahead.
I'm furious.
furious.
Investigators say before Ellis killed King, he also shot a man in the leg.
Yeah.
Officials have not mentioned any direct correlation between the two cases, but King's family says they have an idea.
One other neighbor said that he accused the guy of messing or dating with Lizette, but the neighbor also said that was completely false.
Stop. I knew it had to be a reason. So he accused the neighbor. Remember, he shot the neighbor. So he accused the neighbor of fandangling with his la. She said, but the neighbor said he didn't. Well, of course the neighbor said that he did. Listen. If a player try to come up on you and say that you've been messing with his girl, if you have been messing with his girl, you're going to say that you ain't been messing with his girl. We don't want them type of problems. Although we be smashing your little girl, your girl, right? Of course he was supposed to say, I'm not doing that, dog. Like, come on, dog. Not me. Hell no. And he popped him because he didn't believe that it wasn't him. So he basically shot his little la for cheating or believing that she was cheating. Shout out to T. Lee for the $2 super chat. They say they look like two Rottweilers in that picture. No, you wild for that right there. You talking about them good, wholesome couple.
Accuse the guy of messing or dating with Lizette, but the neighbor also said that was completely false.
King's family says after Ellis killed her, he sent pictures of her lifeless body to his sister, along with threats to harm other members of King's family.
Our goal was to try to make...
Oh, wait a minute. So this, her is right here then. Okay, so this is the one who passed away, and this is the sister who is talking now. Oh, all right. Okay, go ahead.
Of King's family.
Our goal was to try to make sure we got mom and dad out, and we tried to figure out what was going on at the scene.
If he was headed there, Ellis never made it to King's parents' house. He was arrested near the Willowbrook Mall this morning. Ellis's sister, who got the shocking photos of King's body, says Ellis suffers from paranoid schizophrenia and at times believed King conspired with the government to kill him. King's family says they believe Ellis was in his right mind because he had a well-drawn-out violent plan, which he acted on.
He knew what he was doing.
Okay.
And to do what he did, take pictures and send it to his sister, come on now.
And
I'm in agreement.
he thought that he had a plan to come and kill the rest of the family.
So he ain't crazy.
He ain't crazy. Don't care nobody being labeled schizophrenia.
Making matters even harder to cope with, King had a twin sister who their mother says also lost her life to domestic violence back in 2001.
Both of my girls.
Both of your girls lost their life to domestic love?
My twins.
The family hopes their most recent tragedy serves as a wake-up call to other domestic abuse victims who are still alive.
You're dealing with anything domestic like that, get out. Get out. No one deserves that. My sister did not deserve to die behind this maniac.
Don't care nothing about that, sister. I do understand that you pleading, you trying to help other people's lives and stuff like that, but other people, hell, I guess we can just go on and say that other people who is gonna die from domestic love, this is how they want to go then. This is how they want to go. And it's something that when two of your daughters picked a domestic love relationship. Two of your daughters now. Now it's also showing me this right here. A lot of times they say, hey, the apple don't fall far from the tree. That's what they say though. That's what they say, and sometimes it can, and sometimes it don't, because it's a tree, and the apple don't fall out; it just falls down and still close to the tree. But anyway, I don't see a husband here. I don't see a man in this situation right here. I don't see the mama with a man. Maybe her husband done died or something like that. But I can almost say 9 times out of 10, mama was in a domestic love relationship also. Maybe in her past or something. Maybe in her far past, or maybe in her recent past, she was in a domestic love relationship too. Just in my opinion. I don't know.
And to do what he did, take pictures and send it to his sister. Come on now.
And
he thought
that he had a plan to come and kill the rest of the
And he finna slide up. Oh, wait. My bad. Let me take all that right there back. She do have a husband. She do have a husband because the saying was that he knocked off his girlfriend and then said that he was finna come round to the parents' house, which then she was trying to get the parents out of the house. So there is a man. Hold on. My bad. I forgot all about it now. Is he over here? No, that ain't the man. Well, maybe I still did get it wrong. Or maybe it's him.
I'm furious.
Hold on.
To death at their apartment on McHenry Street late last night.
I'm literally like numb right now. It's like I don't even know which emotion to actually hold on to.
I'm furious. Furious.
Investigators say before Ellis killed King, he also shot a man in the leg. Officials have not mentioned any direct correlation between the two cases, but King's family says they have an idea.
One other neighbor said that he accused the guy of messing or dating with Lizette, but the neighbor also said that was completely false.
King's family says after Ellis killed her, he sent pictures of her lifeless body to his sister, along with threats to harm other members of King's family.
Our goal was
threats to harm other members and
to try to make sure we got mom and dad out.
So they do. All right. See, I knew I remembered that, but it wasn't in the forefront when I went running my dog on mouth like I knew what I was talking about. But look. So the mom and dad is still together. That's what's up. So I take all that other stuff back because I didn't remember.
King's family.
Our goal was to try to make sure we got mom and dad out, and we tried to figure out what was going on at the scene.
If he was headed there, Ellis never made it to King's parents' house. He was arrested near the Willowbrook Mall this morning. Ellis's sister, who got the shocking photos of King's body, says Ellis suffers from paranoid schizophrenia and at times believed King conspired with the...
Look at that. Look. They was in love. That's a loving relationship right there. I know it ended the way that y'all would have not wanted it to end, but they was in a loving relationship. The police was never called. And they should never be called. It should never be called because when y'all is together and all in love and y'all happy, y'all don't call the police. So why call the police when y'all mad and y'all arguing at one another and fighting and all that flat shit right there? Y'all both grown. Y'all need to be able to deal with one another without any help. Just saying, this is what you signed up for. Yeah.
Government to kill him. King's family says they believe Ellis was in his right mind because he had a well drawn out violent plan, which he acted on.
He knew what he was doing. And to do what he did, take pictures and send it to his sister. Come on now.
And
he thought
that he had a plan to come and kill the rest of the family.
Now I just wonder because he accused. So he was accusing his little Lala of cheating. I wonder what she said. Because he shot the man first. So obviously she heard the gunshots. Unless he shot him and then just walked inside of the house or something like that and just shot her. Or did he shoot Buddy and then get into an argument with a little Lala? And she probably thought, oh, he ain't gonna shoot me. He'll shoot him, but he ain't gonna shoot me. And ladies, I keep trying to tell y'all, stop believing that your man won't kill you. I don't know why y'all. Well, I do know why y'all believe in that, depending on the age that you is. Y'all came up when I came up to where men ain't never supposed to put their hand on the woman, but it's 2025 and things has changed. Just saying, just trying to help. Moving right along, I ain't gonna even much hold you. Domestic love is what we actually want. I know, y'all don't have to believe Willie will, but boy, I keep showing you. What we want, what we fight for, and what we strive to have out here in these streets. A real loving domestic love. Because again, it goes back to there's so many players who can't even get a woman. There's so many players who can't get a woman to have dinner and even have sex with, or even have a relationship with. And those men they're not a part of a domestic love, like they trying not to be in a domestic love relationship. They different. Y'all don't want them. Y'all ladies don't want them. You just don't. I don't know what to tell you. Say stop having kids though. Yeah. Say never think you're safe with player and his own man bag with his own man bag. You're not safe. You say so with a man with a man bag. You're dangerous. And it could be dangerous because he probably got that fire in there. He probably got the shank and everything up in there. Bit. He thinks different. Just saying, 200. That's too much money. Shout out to G for the $2 super chat. He say that Lala was on. Wait, you say that Lala was on her Willie say hush it. And listen. I hope that she was quiet and he just went on ahead on the bus because he didn't want to hear her try to argue her way out of what he believed that she hadn't already did. What if she had done told him? And that's why I'm hunching such and such. Huh? And then he went and confronted such and such. And such like, no, hey, come on, dog. You know it wouldn't do that. You my neighbor. You know what I'm saying? What if? One thing about it, you better not put nothing past these doggone females because we keep showing y'all about their mouth. We have plenty of videos about a woman's mouth. So I'm just saying though, we can't say what she did say. We can't say what she didn't say. In my opinion now is she said something. She said something. She couldn't talk her way out of it. Move right along. I ain't gonna get much hold you. We down bad right now. God damn it. We is down bad. We down one sergeant. Down one sergeant or captain or something like that right there. But we just had to demote one of our favorites, one of our great officers out here in these streets. We had to demote and suspend without pay. Without pay because of one of our officers that had a confrontation at a gas station, man. I am down bad right now. Shout out to C-Note for the $4.99 super chat. He say, Willie, when we was growing up, we would slap a baby. Now they knocking them babies off. Facts. And I had them I came up with it like a long time ago. An open hand mean that we still care about you. We still love you. That closed fist mean, bitch, we hate you. That gun just kind of say how much we love you. because y'all be in a relationship when the guns is used on y'all. So the gun mean I love you. Really, really, a whole bunch lot. Really love you, baby. Bow. Give it to your ass. That's what's up. Listen, we have a police officer that has been demoted. Now y'all got to pay attention to this right here. This is not a laughing matter. It's not a laughing matter. But this falls under, Willie say hush, watch your mouth.
You saw first on KDKA, an Elwood City police officer is now temporarily off the force after this controversial confrontation at a gas station was caught on camera. Tonight, Borough Council voted for punishments for Sergeant Rob Magnifico. KDK's Jennifer Barrasso joins us now live with the results of that voting. Jen.
Rob done push a young man down on the ground. I know what y'all thinking because that's all the dad done showed y'all. He pushed him on down. The officer is just wrong, right? Let's see what happened. Why?
Thanks, Cam. Well, Elwood City Borough Council voted unanimously to suspend Sergeant Rob Magnifico for 10 days without pay. They've demoted him from sergeant to officer. They've also ordered him to do anger management classes and de-escalation courses. We caught up with the mayor after the meeting.
Why aren't civilians required to be trained in de-escalation? Why aren't we taught de-escalation in schools?
Yeah, I said from the beginning, we don't condone this kind of behavior. It will be addressed, and I think we took the steps this evening to do that. We took this matter very seriously. A lot of time and effort went into this decisions. made by myself and the governing body. And we want to continue to move forward as a community and making sure that Elwood City is still the place to be.
We showed you the video that put Magnifico in hot water. You see 20-year-old Devin Hartman hit the wall after being pushed by the then sergeant inside the Sheetz store on June 6th after 1 a.m. Hartman tells KDKA he was told to leave Sheetz after he and his friend were recording or vlogging. He says he left his cell phone and came back to get it, but employees told him it wasn't there. They called police when he refused to leave. The 20-year-old said he told officers it was his phone and even put the password in it, but they wouldn't give it to him.
I don't give a bro, I want my phone.
When he cursed, Magnifico comes from behind the food station and shoves him into the wall.
Remember I had done said, well, why did he do it? Why did the officer push him on down? Y'all mouth. Notice. The words that was used is what got him pushed down. Watch this.
I don't give a bro, I want my phone.
I don't give a F, bro. I don't care nothing about that. Yeah, you couldn't even defend
When
yourself.
he cursed, Magnifico comes from behind the food station and shoves him into the wall.
Hit a little bit of air, got pushed with one hand, and he fell all back. Got to be more careful. Y'all got to start lifting weights. Y'all got to get your weight up. Start eating some more protein.
Bro, I want my phone.
When he cursed, Magnifico comes from behind the food station and shoves him into the wall. Eventually, Hartman gets up, gets his phone, and he asks the officer for his information.
My name is Magnifico. My badge number is 5815. Don't touch me.
Rob Magnifico was not at tonight's meeting. And the next step, the bargaining unit has a chance to appeal the decision. And at last check, he is still the head football coach at Riverside High. Reporting live, Jennifer Barrasso, KDKA TV News.
Your football coach. Oh, well, that explains a lot. That explains a lot. And he shouldn't have to take no anger management classes and de-escalation courses because he already took the de-escalation courses to become a police officer. He shouldn't have to take any more. These little young, little something, and they mouth. Y'all's mouth. People sick of y'all mouths. You say, well, he still had the freedom of speech. Facts. Yeah, he had the freedom to fly back up against that damn wall when he got pushed through. Yep. You can say what you want to say. And I support the freedom of speech. I truly do believe that you should be able to say exactly what you want to say. Like I'm trying to tell people, with the freedom of speech comes the freedom of consequences and repercussions. There's freedom of repercussions and consequences. You can say exactly what you want to say because it's your mouth. It is your mouth. But the part of the story that I don't understand was, watch this. This is the part that I don't understand was the reason that they got kicked out of the place of business. Watch this.
Elwood City is still the place to be.
We showed you the video that put Magnifico in hot water. You see 20-year-old Devin Hartman hit the wall after being pushed by the then sergeant inside the Sheetz store on June 6th after 1 a.m. Hartman tells KDKA he was told to leave Sheetz after he and his friend were recording.
All right, see, he was told to leave Sheetz because him and his friend was recording. So how do they record? And that would be on their phone. But then they're going to say that he left his phone. But if they was recording on their phone and actually, wouldn't you walk out with your phone?
Or vlogging. He says he left his cell phone and came back to get it, but employees told him it wasn't there.
Why would you leave your phone and you was asked to get out? If you was already, you need your phone to vlog. So if I'm recording, I'm recording, get out of my store, get out of my store. All right, then, I play a guy, dog. I'm just trying to vlog and stuff like that right now. And I'm going to walk out with my phone, though? So they telling us what he had done did with, I'm recording, get out of my store. Okay. And walk out. So he put his phone down and walked out. Y'all so stupid.
They called police when he refused to leave. The 20-year-old said he told officers it was his phone and even put the password in it, but they wouldn't give it to him.
He told the officers it was his phone. He put the password in it, and they wouldn't give him his phone. So he had his phone to put the password in, but they wouldn't give you the phone. But they gave you your phone to see if it was your phone, so you could prove that it is your phone by putting the password in. And then they wouldn't give you the phone, but you got the phone in your hand. Is you saying that he took the phone back from you after you put in the password
in it, but they wouldn't give it to him.
What you mean? So the word should have been he put the password in and they took the phone back or something like that. You can't just say, okay, he put the password in and they wouldn't give him the phone. He had to have the phone to put the password in.
Password in it, but they wouldn't give it to him.
I don't give a bro. I want my phone.
When he cursed, Magnifico comes from behind the food station and shoves him into the wall. Eventually, Hartman
talking to a grown man boy. Talking to a man boy.
Gets up, gets his phone, and he asks the officer for his information.
He probably 117 pounds out here.
My name is Magnifico.
Talking slick. Talking to me. I want my phone. That's so
Badge number is 5815. Don't touch me.
Magnifico. I ain't playing with you youngins. And he already a high school coach. Woo, you know what he go through. You know what he go through down there that goddamn schoolhouse. And his football team is probably winning because he looked like one of them coaches to where you out here playing, he'll grab you by your goddamn helmet and do a shaking baby syndrome on your ass or something. You got to get right. Get in line. Get in. How could you miss that pass? How could you miss that block? He seems to be one of those. You don't play like that right there. I know his children really didn't like him when they were growing up, but they really do appreciate him while they are adults. Mm-hmm. For real though. He wild out here in these streets. Y'all, if y'all just not coming on in, we screaming everywhere. Can we get over 200 people watching? Because damn it, we was over 200 people watching, but then it had dropped back down, and then it came back up again. We had 168 likes. Can we get some more likes, y'all? We screaming everywhere. We screaming everywhere. And if you is everywhere watching the player, go ahead on and hit the like button and hit the share button so other people can understand and know where to find the show at, because for some reason, a lot of people tend to forget where the show is at. Monday through Friday, the midday news, Monday through Friday, the nightly news, 12 o'clock and 7 o'clock, Monday through Friday. It keeps being repeated. And my name has stayed the same. My name has never changed. The Willie Williams Show. I am mixed with my mama and my daddy because I knew both of them. Shout out to you good people, and my heart goes out to you if you only knew one of your parents. It is a problem out here in the street. What else do we got? Oh, I said that we have an update. We have an update, and I got to put these two together. Bam, bam, bam. We're going to do it like this right here. We got more information. We talked about this right here yesterday. More information is all that we ask for because we be needing it. Let me scroll down. Let me take this off. Let me take that off because they're in my way, and I don't like for them to be in my way. Put that back up. Grab that. Do that. Slice that. Put that back on. We can do that. Put that down on the screen right there. Bam. We got a little update, y'all. Remember. We did. Oh, hold on. I want to grab this right here. Grab it. What are we having before I say anything? Okay, bam. Hit that right there. Bam. Let's go back to Milwaukee. We spoke on Milwaukee. We spoke about Milwaukee yesterday to where the woman who had got shot and her family members was around there, and they arrested 3 people, and they arrested the 3 family members. It was like a 14-year-old, a 15 or 16, and a 21-year-old or something like that right there. They was arrested. Well, we got more information about that story, and it's like, wow, it's deeper than we ever could imagine. Shout out to Ryan Sean for the $2 cash shout. You say, I think that father-daughter, I like that father-daughter story. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, where he jumped in the water, try to save his baby. You know what I'm saying? Because she was in the water. That was such a beautiful story. They say the Milwaukee woman fatally shot. She was shot by her younger brother. She was shot by the brother. But this family been having problems. So here we go.
Meanwhile, a family dispute escalates into an unthinkable tragedy. We are now learning more about a fatal shooting of a 30-year-old woman at MLK in Valete.
The victim's loved ones tell our Bria Jones it was her teen brother who pulled the trigger. Bria joins us from the newsroom tonight with the story that's new at 10.
Bria.
Good evening, Kim and Ted. The family of 30-year-old Ashley Hudson says she was involved in a heated argument with her siblings when her 15-year-old brother shot and killed her. Tonight, Hudson's uncle tells me 3 of her siblings and her mother are all in police custody. Hudson says the siblings all suffer with behavior and mental health issues.
All of her siblings and her mother was arrested.
I feel like I lost my whole family tonight.
A family torn apart by violence. The tragedy captured on Facebook Live.
Ooh, he popped him. He just shot dude right there. I hate that it happened on Facebook Live. That's something very, that's what really just, devastated me the most, to see my own nephews and nieces.
Milwaukee police say 30-year-old Ashley Hudson, a mother of 4, was shot and killed Monday night at the intersection of MLK and Valete.
30-year-old mama of 4.
Family says her 15-year-old brother and 2 sisters, ages 16 and 21, were all arrested. Anthony Hudson is their uncle. At this point, do you know who shot and killed Ashley?
Me, honestly, I don't want to believe it, but I kind of want to say it was my nephew. My baby sister called me and said they killed Ashley.
Video shows people speeding away after the shooting, but Hudson says what's not shown is his nephew returning to the scene.
He said it was an accident and he didn't mean to do it and he just aimed it. And that was it.
He says his sister, Ashley's mother, stayed by her side after the shooting and is still in police custody.
So you're saying the mother stayed by her side, but y'all do know that the mother is arrested, right?
Shooting and is still. Ashley's mother stayed by her side after the shooting and is still in police custody.
And still in police custody. Okay.
I used to always tell him to stop doing this. And my sister, she loved her kids so much. Like I said, I know for sure she did not expect that and did not ever want nothing like that to happen.
Dealing with the unexpected, Hudson is selling this car to pay for Ashley's funeral as the family seeks understanding.
Buddy's selling an old car and they want $35 for it? Hold up. Let's see the year on that thing, because you want $35 for the Hyundai. Hold on. I only $3,500, no less. Very, very nice, clean 2010 Hyundai Sonata. They going for $35 up there in Milwaukee. Runs and drives, AC. Got that right there. Here's the number. 35. What cash? I'm guessing cash only or something. Take but 35, something like that right there. Let me. Because they don't go for that much down here in Florida. 2000 Hyundai Sonata, 35. Well, and it's a 10. Oh, well, he about right. He is about right. I see one for 4,000 right now. Yeah. All right. That'd be clean too. That'd be clean for that 4 stack. Yeah. So all right. So he trying to do this right here to bury the young girl. That's what's up.
Hudson is selling this car to pay for Ashley's funeral as the family seeks understanding.
So he trying to pay for the funeral. So that means that the mama ain't got no insurance on her 30-year-old daughter. Got it. Oh, the mama locked up right now, so she can't work out the funeral thing.
Ashley's gone. Can't bring her back, and she had children.
Can't do it.
MPD did confirm 2 Fox 6 and other people have been arrested, but not for homicide. Charges in this case, they are still under review by the DA's office. The family has started a GoFundMe to help pay for Hudson's funeral. You can find the link to donate.
Okay, so they got to GoFundMe, and he's selling the vehicle. You say does Does the air conditioner work? Yes. Yes, it do say it does have AC. Does have AC. Shout out to Bria. Now they say that the mother had done stood by after she got shot, right? But she's still incarcerated. That's what they said, right? Got it. But I listened to this one right here, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna let y'all hear it.
Now, that investigation comes as new court documents show murder victim Ashley Hudson was afraid for her life and afraid of her mother years before she was killed on Monday night.
She was afraid for her life and afraid of her mother. You know, the one who was standing by her baby after her baby hadn't got shot, and she stayed with her baby. Go ahead.
Hudson petitioned for restraining orders against her mother and her sister in 2023. Family and friends tell us both of them were involved in Monday night's murder. Adam Reif has more tonight on what we're learning from the court documents. Adam?
Well, Natalie and Jessup, these petitions continue to shed light on a painful family dynamic full of infighting and serious threats of violence. Ashley Hudson had restraining orders against her mother and sister and vice versa, but it wasn't enough to protect her, as Ashley's own words predicted. I'm not safe. I fear she is going to kill me. Ashley Hudson was writing about her mother in a May 2023 petition for a restraining order. If something happens to me, she did it, and I want somebody to believe that I'm fearing for my life and afraid she is going to take me off this earth forever. The 30-year-old was shot and killed Monday night in a fight that played out live on social media. Multiple family and friends who watched the video say Ashley was shot and killed by her 15-year-old brother. They say her 16-year-old and 21-year-old sisters also attacked her, and her mother drove them to the fight.
The mother drove the children to the fight. Go ahead.
Brother and two sisters are in custody. The mother is not. I don't want any contact with this woman ever, Ashley wrote 2 years ago, adding one time my mother came to my house and had a black 9mm gun in her left hand.
This is like what she'd been saying for the longest, and basically in ways, but we never knew like that they would do this to her.
Shout out for having a tattoo on the neck. Ain't saying people tattoos on their necks are bad. People have to like to point out she got a tattoo on the neck. Go ahead.
Like this.
In another petition against her 21-year-old sister, Ashley wrote, she said that she would shoot me. The restraining orders against her mother and 21-year-old sister were both granted. Among the terms, they're each prevented from possessing a gun through May and June of 2027, respectively. But family and friends said Ashley's mother provided her brother with the gun that killed her.
It always been like this. Like they always bumped heads, they always fought, it always been like this.
Purple bonnet.
But there were difficulties all around. Ashley's mother also filed restraining orders against her.
Dang.
Writing in 2023, Ashley Hudson texted me threatening to beat me because I still want anything to do with her. And in 2019, she wrote, Ashley pulled a knife from my kitchen on me, told me she was going to have my house shot up, and threw a brick, and it hit me in my left side. No charges have been filed yet, so while family and friends have confirmed to us who was involved, MPD has not. Jessup, MPD also will not say yet if Ashley Hudson's mother is wanted in connection to her murder. Back to you.
Just a shocking and terrible story.
Well, the mother has been detained also. You say your mom at them playing their head out here in these screens. So this situation was deeper than we ever could imagine because they was having family issues anyway, and somebody got what they got. It is what it is. The brother had done shot her. Mama brought him on around there. Yeah. But saying that the mother was shot, you never would have thought it would have came to this. Really? Really, I think that we just be saying stuff. out here. Hold on. They got this other thing going on. Bam, if y'all would like to help out. Y'all would like to help out the family because y'all know Ashley need to be buried now. Ashley got to be buried. She need to be buried. Oh, look at her pic. Support of Ashley Hudson's funeral service. And for her children, they asked for $15,000. She's got 330. She got 330. Hello, I am the uncle of Ashley Hudson that tragically passed away on Monday, June the 16th, from gun violence in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Due to an unfortunate family tragedy, we are asking for donations to contribute to her funeral services and to support her 4 children after the passing of their mother. Any funds after funeral costs are paid will strictly go to support the children. We truly appreciate all donations. They say none are too small, and we appreciate the support from the community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're gonna need more than them 15 stacks. Just in my well, it is Wisconsin. But I keep trying to tell all single mothers should be forced to have life insurance. Because if you're single mothers, you're the only one who is taking care of the children, the child and or the children. If you die, somebody got to get your children. You actually want people to be fighting over who's going to take in the children. But typically, we only going to fight over who's going to take in the children is if the check is in the mail. We need the check to be in the mail. You know what I'm saying? And then we be like, I take them. I always love them more than y'all had them. You know how we be out here lying and stuff like that right there because we want parts of that money. You know, and then they young too. We get food stamps. We can sign up for Section 8 again, and hopefully we can get it if we did not get it the first time while filing when we was by ourselves or something like that right there. Because y'all do know you can file for Section 8 and don't have to have children. I found that out this year. That's what's up. Yeah. So the 30-year-old mama of 4, she gone. So player is selling his Hyundai, his 2010. He's selling that right now, and he got to go fund me up. He trying to bury his niece. That's what's up. Hey, if y'all would like to support, go around there. Ashley Hudson, she gone. Moving right along. I ain't gonna eat much over you. Got to be more careful. Decisions. But then we also have to ask this question: if she and the family has been having these types of issues, why was you on the corner? Why was you outside talking to these people? Because she actually stayed there. Remember, they say the mother brought them over there because after the incident happened, they jumped in the car and left. That means that they don't even much live around there. So you live around there, so why you ain't take your little out there back in your house? Why is you arguing and dealing with people who you have a problem with, who you have restraining orders on? And I'm pretty sure that she knew that her mama got a restraining order on her. So everybody got a restraining order on one another. But you live there. You didn't have to be outside arguing with these goddamn people. When she also said, well, if I die, I want y'all to know she had something to do with it. My mama had something to do with it. Yeah. And she was right. She was right. Her mama had them bought on around now. Hold on, because I don't want to put words in that baby mouth.
Actor, as Ashley's own words predicted. I'm not safe. I fear she is going to kill me.
I fear she's going to kill me.
Ashley Hudson was writing about her mother in a May 2023 petition for a restraining order. If something happens to me, she did it.
Facts. See, when she wrote it, it was just her opinion. Now it's a fact. If something happened to me, she did it. Which technically she did because she bought the killer around them.
And I want somebody to believe that I'm fearing for my life.
I believe you now, baby. I believe you now. But if you were such in fear of your life from your family, again, you was not supposed to be outside arguing with the people who you is in fear for your life from.
And afraid she is going to take me off this earth forever.
Well, she assisted in taking you off the planet, off this earth. Yeah. I know what y'all thinking. Willie, you can't blame the victim, but I just did. And yes, I can. Yes, I can, and I just did. You got to blame yourself for the situations that you end up in. And if that ends in, if your situation ends in you being off Earth, then you need to blame yourself for not being off Earth, and you can't see us on Earth no more. That's a your bad problem. That's a you problem. That's a you problem. You can't fix the problem now because like it's over. But I'm just trying to help move right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. Now I just saw this right here. Oh, I was supposed to do this like a few days ago. Oh, so this is like an update here too. I got all these doggone updates, y'all. We got a balloon release. We got a doggone balloon release out here in the street. They're releasing balloons. We have the body of a missing woman tragically found. And family is mourning in New Orleans. Mourning.
We may grieve, but at the same time, we got joy.
We made grief. At the same time, we got joy. I think that we just be saying something. We just be saying something because there is no joy when a person is grieving. Am I right or wrong, or am I just saying is it just my opinion? Is what I'm saying a fact? Because if you is mourning, you ain't happy. I don't hold on. Let me make sure I got it right.
But at the same time, we got joy.
Yeah. Can you be right? It's like an oxymoron, right? Bitch, if I'm grieving, I ain't got no damn joy. What are we talking? Grieving is a painful thing. Grieving isn't a joyful thing. So how can I be grieving and at the same time I got joy? How? Can somebody explain it to me? I know that that's like a religious thing or something like that right there. But how? Say, Lord have mercy, I'm finding myself becoming my grandparents when they watch the news. I say hump to everything now. I say hump to everything now. He said laughing while crying. That's what's up. We just be talking, man. And I know that we just be repeating the things that we heard like in our childhood and coming up. So we be feeling like a lot of times that this is what you're supposed to say while people is mourning and grieving. Let's go ahead.
We may grieve, but at the same time, we got joy.
At the edge of the Mississippi River, just steps from the Canal Street Ferry Terminal, family and friends gathered to remember 20-year-old Jamisha Selders.
Oh, you got a point with that one right there. I'm glad that you throw that out there. Oh, insurance. Oh, all right. So I guess you can grieve while you have joy because the check is in the mail. There you go. We just figured it out. So you can have grief and joy all at the same time. If the check in the mail. Go ahead.
Street Ferry Terminal, family and friends gathered to remember 20-year-old Jamisha Selders.
20.
It's a relief to have her body found so we could have that complete closure. You know, we still mourning the loss.
Jamisha disappeared after a night out near the Riverwalk. Days later, her body was found 17 miles upriver near Laplace. The Mississippi is powerful. Ferries and ships can navigate it with massive engines, but for a person, even a strong swimmer, survival is nearly impossible.
When we met with the detectives, we seen surveillance, and it was no one pushed her.
Shout out for having her real.
No one threw her or anything of that nature.
Can we give God a round of applause for this brother today?
During the ceremony, a young man was recognized. Prayers over a man who, they say, was seen on camera running to get Jamisha help. Her family describes her as joyful, vibrant, and always dancing.
She was a loving person. Every time you see her, she's smiling, she's running up to you. She got a story to tell. Every time. She got a story to tell. She always just was that rainbow in the sky for us.
Now they hope her death sparks a broader conversation about mental health.
Check on your strong friends. The ones you think that are strong, check on them because you never know what silent things they may be battling.
So by her just saying that right there, is she saying that she did it on purpose? Is they saying that she jumped inside the water on purpose? Because why would she add this strong woman thing or like the little strong person thing?
Now they hope her death sparks a broader conversation about mental health.
A broader conversation about mental health. So we're talking about our mental health, and she's strong, so check on the strong people. So she knocked herself off?
Check on your strong friends. The ones you think that are strong, check on them because you never know what silent things they may be battling. If you can just ask questions,
are you okay? I'm just checking on you. Those type of things go a long way.
They said because ain't nobody push her. It wasn't no foul play. That's what they said.
In life, her family says she brought joy. In death, they hope her story sparks conversation about the importance of checking in, listening, and loving out loud. In New Orleans, Whitney Miller, WWL, Louisiana.
Remember, there are steps you can take if you're feeling overwhelmed or struggling. Focus on the next 5 minutes. Taking it minute by minute can make things more bearable.
I told y'all. Stop. Stop and chill sometimes. I know what we be saying, but I ain't got time. I got to keep on keeping on with it, keep it on. No. Sometimes you better stop and chill for a minute. Take a breather. Take a breather. Life gonna keep lifing. Just take a breather. You need to. They say focus on the next 5 minutes. That's a good idea.
And look after your immediate needs. Get a glass of water, eat something, take a shower, whatever you might need in that moment.
Self-care is basically what she's trying to tell y'all.
Focus on your senses to ground your thoughts. Take time to think about what's around you, what you can smell, touch, or hear. What works for someone else might not work for you. That's okay. So tell someone how you're feeling. It can be hard, but it will make you feel less alone. And if you're having trouble getting a hold of a friend, you can.
There y'all go. That's that hotline now. Who gets $520 million a year? That's the hotline.
Call or text the
I could do the shit for $5, but go
National
ahead.
Lifeline at any time just by dialing 988.
Just by dialing that 988. If y'all need any type of support out here, anytime you want to talk to somebody or something, just go ahead on and dial that 988, and people will basically lie to you and care to your needs. They will not judge you because it's a no judgment zone, which is judgment is just telling you whether you was right or wrong with the things that you decided to do, but we don't want to be judged. The 988 number is a place that can lie to you to keep you on earth. I just thought about that right there. These help hotlines and all that stuff, they let you vent, they let you do all of that fly stuff right there, but they will never tell you that you're wrong. Because they believe because of where your mind is at right now, you don't need to hear that you is the problem. I'm trying to tell you. So if my man, they really not serving you like a real service. The only thing that they're trying to do is just keep you on earth so you can pay these damn taxes. Just in my mind. But for the family to say, nobody pushed you.
Nearly impossible.
When we met with the detectives, we seen surveillance, and it was no one pushed her. No one threw her or anything of that nature.
Can we give no one pushed her? No one pushed her. Nothing of that nature. Say it again.
It was no one pushed her. No one threw her or anything of that.
No one threw her is the other words I was looking for. No one threw her. No one pushed her. So deductive reasoning will lead me to believe she jumped. I don't know why they never said that in this story once. They never said it in this story once. And the media knows that people's thought process, they can't even come. A lot of people, they do not know how to do deductive reasoning. So they're leaving this story open-ended to a lot of people because they would have never came. A lot of people would have never came to the conclusion that, okay, then she jumped. And I don't think the media should have just left it like that. They should have said, well, you know, they have determined that she jumped in the water.
It was no one pushed her. No one threw her or anything of that nature.
Can we give God a round of applause for this brother today?
During the ceremony, a young man was recognized.
So it say, can we give God a round of applause for the man who tried to save her and or assist her? I think that y'all be giving God the credit for things that I don't think that y'all should be giving God the credit for. Can we give God the credit for the man who tried to attempt to save her while she jumped inside the water to take her own life? Like God didn't stop her from jumping inside the water. But we want to give God some credit because of a man tried to survive, tried to save her from the decision that she had to make. I think at certain times, I think we include God in like the wrong things, you know.
During the ceremony, a young man was recognized. Prayers over a man who they say was seen on camera running to get Jamisha help.
He was running to get her help. Yeah, to God be the glory. But we saying that for a man who tried to save her, when I think why wasn't she saved by God in the first place? Why didn't God stop her from jumping in the water in the first place? He said that was her boyfriend. And that'd be real, real sad if that was her boyfriend and then she decided to knock herself off. I'd be mad as hell. Bitch, I am with you and you gonna knock yourself off while you with me? Why you couldn't wait until like we broke up and you got with somebody else and then died? Just saying, or just took your life. Moving right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. I just what if God don't be wanting all of that praise of, what is it? I think God is probably just sitting back and y'all got to stop giving me the credit. I ain't do shit on this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't do anything for this one. 1,000 kids. I want y'all to think about this. 1,000 kids could die. 1,000 kids could die right now. Somebody could have saved 2. So there was 1,002 kids. 1,000 kids could have just died or got mauled or got like shot up or drowned. 2 was saved by an individual. They'll give God the glory. They'll give God the glory that these civilians saved those 2. I don't think God even be wanting it like that right there, though, man. Just in my opinion. I could be wrong. Shout out to C-Note for the 999 super chat. They say, Willie, I have a question, a little off topic. They say, one of my chick's friends passed. It was a male friend. Am I wrong because I don't care, but I pretend to? I just listen. All right. Okay. In real life, because I do understand that we be around people. So I do understand. I think it's okay to pretend to care in people's face. Because I know that we violent sometimes. We is really, really violent sometimes. But the best thing to do is to just listen. See, really, you don't have to care that person died. Just that person who is really, really hurt by it, they need somebody to talk to. So it's okay to just listen to that person. Allow that person to vent, but you don't have to care. Oh, no, you don't have to care, and you don't have to act like you care, but you care about your friend. Wait, you say one of your chick's friend. Oh, but you care about your chick. So just be quiet. Listen. Just be quiet. Support her. Go to the funeral. All of that good stuff right there. She's gonna be crying. Just shoulder the crown thing. You know what I'm saying? But you don't even have to pretend to care. You was just consoling your chick. Just quiet. You ain't gotta say, man, I don't care about that shit right there. No. Just let a person vent. They need a shoulder. You just be the shoulder. You ain't got to add nothing. You ain't got to take nothing away. You know what I'm saying? You say, I can't pretend to care. I feel you. So that's why I took it back. That is why I took it back. You don't have to pretend to care. You just should just be quiet. Be quiet and support your loved one. Just listen. Because that's all a lot of times we be needing people to do. People just be needing to vent. People really do just be needing to vent, and you pretty much agree with everything that they say, and this is just not right. Be like, it sure enough ain't. It shouldn't have happened like this right here. It sure enough shouldn't have. You know, and or just be quiet and just let them keep on talking, you know. Mhm. Yeah. She said, just don't cry while football on. Got to be. Listen, if somebody crying while football on, you still supposed to console them while you watching football out the corner of your eye. You know what I'm saying? Oh, baby, it's going to be all right. And your team over there playing. But, you know, you have to act concerned. You have to act concerned. It's a doggone shame. Man, but listen. Oh, hold on. Speaking of what I just had done said, I think it was 109, or should I be able to what? Hold on, 109. Because I saw this, and I think I saved it to my gram, but I know that this was a New York Post thing. I know it was a New York Post thing, and I'm not seeing it, but I thought I saved it to my gram. It was something about 100. Hold on. Maybe I just need to go to Google with it. If I just search Google with it, I found it. I found it, but I was trying to do it from the New York Post, but I found it. And this is going to, let's say, represent some that I. Oh, I did the story. I did the story. Got to be more careful. But when I was talking about the 1,000 kids and stuff like that, and then my mind went to a Willie, you saw a story to where 100 and some kids was rescued. We did that yesterday. But I saw a story where 100 and something kids were dead. That's what I was just thinking about. 100 and some kids, hold on, found dead up under a house or something like that right there. Hold on, found dead. Damn it, here wrong my thing. Found dead. Let's see, or let me take the 109. Let's do just 100 because I can't get the number right. 100 or more than 100. No children over 100 found. I just saw the little thing though. Did anybody hear something about over 100 kids was found dead? Up under a building or a house or something like that? Found dead. Let's say under a house. I don't. Let's see. Okay. All right. Bam. I knew I saw something about this thing. Hold on. I got it. So is there a video? They found 80 babies. Yeah, babies. Hold on. Swallow up. Let's see, because that's on Fox. The remains was found. Okay, that was one day ago. Trying to find like a real good good source, and well, I'm not finding the video right there, so I just got to go back. I just got to go back to the article that I just pulled up. But anyway, here is the article that I just pulled up. Grab that, do that, pop that, put that down on screen right there. Bam. This is remains of nearly 800 babies, children, could be in a waste tank at a nun-run Irish unwed mother and baby home. See, it be stories like this right here, and then somebody will find somewhere to introduce God, and God still get the glory. Hell, so somebody will probably say, well, Well, thank God that somebody found the remains of the 800 babies. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would introduce God into like a situation like this. And I think that we just do a disservice. I think we do a disservice of giving God all this doggone credit for stuff when you have to ask yourself, well, why wasn't one of the 800 babies saved? Crews in Ireland begin work this week to excavate the site of a former child-run home for unmarried women and their babies to identify the remains of what's expected to be around 800 infants and young children who died there. This was a former church-run home for unmarried women and their children. Do y'all know? Boy, y'all is in the greatest country in the world. Boy, I'm trying to tell y'all, because the things that go on in other places. This was a home for unmarried women. And y'all do know that it was looked down upon if you had children and you was unmarried. You was looked at as less than. And that's in the great United States of America too. But you know what they did not find? I want y'all to pay attention. I just thought about this right here too. What they did not find was around 800 and something unmarried women dead. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. Huh? Yeah. Many other remains could be found in an old disused sewage tank, according to the authorities. The backstory: the long-awaited excavation at the former Bun Secours mother and baby home in Tomon country in Western Ireland is a part of a reckoning in an overwhelming Roman Catholic country with a history of abuses in church-run institutions. The church has been abusing women for the longest. Is that basically what they're saying? You say, Willie, then women are called leftovers in other communities. Yes. I've heard that right there before. The home, which was ran by an order of Catholic nuns and closed in 1961, was one of many such institutions that housed tens of thousands of orphans and unmarried pregnant women who were forced to give up their children throughout much of the 20th century. This is what the church was doing. This is what also the women was doing. Huh? The unmarried pregnant women. Why was you pregnant and being unmarried back in the 1900s? Huh? Yeah. Oh, they was finally on understanding to a certain extent. I'm pretty sure that there was some great victims and stuff like that right there. And back in them days, they didn't have like the birth control and stuff. Yeah. He said in 2014, historians Catherine Corliss tracked down death certificate for nearly 800 children who died at the home in Tuam between the 1920s and 1961, but could only find a burial record for one child. So one child is on record being buried. Got to be more careful. Wait a minute. A major inquiry into the mother and baby's home found that in total about 9,000 children died in 18 different mother and baby homes, with major causes including respiratory infections and gastroenteritis. Am I pronouncing that right? Otherwise known as the stomach flu. Get that big ass word. The stomach flu. 9,000. They don't have like no daddy baby homes. They only had mother baby homes. Only had mother babies homes. That's what's up. And believe in me, Somebody will say out their mouth, well, thank God that the bodies was found. Okay. I'm just saying, y'all got to stop include or implementing God in certain things, man. Just let it go. Just let go and let God. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, y'all give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all done made it to the end of the midday news out here in these streets. How many thumbs up did we end up with? Hell, we ended up with 261. We getting close to 300 now. We doing better. We doing better as the days go by. People is remembering that we is doing the midday news, and we fighting for our spot back. Fighting for our spot back. He said, Willie, I went to a Catholic high school for girls. Many of those nuns were evil as F. A nun locked me and my friends in the bathroom because she heard us laughing. We were late to chemistry class. Oh, I heard about them little mess-ass little nuns who was out here hunching the priests and hunching the teachers. A lot of y'all think that these nuns are celibate. They selling a bit. Mo be doing more than Home be out here doing. Don't let that little religious shit be fooling y'all. Please don't. They out here smashing. Then you used to get 500 likes per hour show. When you were showing the comment, well, it didn't have anything to do with the comments. It's because of now I am being SB'd. I'm basically being silenced. But I don't want to use the terminology because I don't want to use the terminology of what it is because I don't want it to be in the algorithm. But I'm being silenced. Yeah. So it had nothing to do with the comments. No, well, how do I know? Because of doing some research and paying attention, and other people have been experiencing the same thing. Other people have been saying, hell, when nobody is, well, when people are saying that we're not getting your notifications and they have clicked the bell and they are subscribed, that kind of lets you know right there too. And constantly not getting the notifications week after week, month after month, so, you say their families got an apology by the government and church sisters, ARG, that ran the facility and offered the compensation. Oh, really? That's, hell, maybe if I would have kept reading, then I would have saw it. Yeah, y'all. We got the thumbs up. We need the thumbs up. We got the Cash App, PayPal, Super Chat, Patreon, share button, join button, subscribe button, GoFundMe, Pleasant Candles, and more to come. Streaming on all social media platforms. Yes, we is. And I just want to say thank you for everybody for showing up and showing out like y'all normally do. Yes. I really do appreciate that right there. We will be back a little later on. Hopefully, hell, today is Thursday, right? I might come back. 9 times out of 10. Well, 9.9 times out of 9 times out of 10. I'm coming back. So you all make sure that you show up and make sure that y'all tell other people that we be around here. And the best way to tell other people is hit the share button, hit the like button. Players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show. Say it's just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la and or your life is your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. I really, really do appreciate y'all for rocking with the players. Say don't do a no call, no show. He said Willie's not coming back. Well, 9 times out of 10, I am coming back. Because it is news out here. We had 272 likes. That's what I'm talking about. There's a lot of news out here. So I'm gonna see what happens. Y'all, please remember to watch the standalone videos. Help a player out with the standalone videos on all the channels that a player have. I appreciate y'all for rocking. I am out of here, man. I am so gone. Bye-bye. And thank y'all for being around here on Rumble, Twitch, and Twitter. See, I can say that now because we off of YouTube. I appreciate y'all. I really, really do. I'm gonna see y'all later. Y'all come on back at 7 o'clock. I'm out of here, man. Gone, gone.